Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, this is Sam, and tonight we hope that everyone in the snow is staying safe on the roads because we're going over Unhinged, which is about a road raged driver chasing after a woman just because, you know, he felt like she was being a bit of a bitch. So before we get into this review, I want to remind you guys to like and subscribe. Go check out all our other videos. Sam has been back with BrickWall Anime, so make sure you guys check that out. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you get notified about these videos that we're dropping every week. We're here. So with all that said, I'm gonna pass it over to you, Sam. Alley oop it. There you go.
What's up, guys? So, Unhinged, check that out. We actually watched that on Prime. So, yeah, road rage. So, yeah, it's basically about road rage, and it's just so funny. Because you have road rage, you never know who you're going to encounter. I mean, and then at the end of the day, you can only control yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, I really think that this was pretty spot on to what could happen. You never know.
Yeah, well, with all that said, there was some people in this movie that made some dumbass decisions, and we're gonna talk about that. One character in particular. But this movie has a small cast, of course, because it's only about like what, two people.
Because how many characters can you get in a movie on road rage? Like,
Right. They have the whole neighborhood in there.
yeah, like how you gonna fit them in? Yeah, let's stop through. Let's see what Grandma doing.
Turning into Fast and Furious. This movie stars Russell Crowe as Tom Cooper, who was our villain in this movie. Karen Pistorius.
He was really good.
Yeah, he was really good in
He
this movie.
was really good in
I
this
don't see a
movie.
lot of Russell Crowe movies, but like from the physique to the attitude to the constant sweat on the collar.
I don't watch it either, but I'm just saying like based off of
Yeah,
like the acting alone, like if you didn't know him, this is your first time ever seeing a movie with him in it, like
good performance, very good performance.
it was good.
Karen Pistorius, she plays Rachel, who is the one who's running away from
My whole
Russell
face
Crowe's
changed when I
character.
remembered who the bitch was.
And then lastly, I'm gonna just name this last character because these are the three central characters in the movie anyway. Gabriel Bateman, who plays Kyle Flynn, who is the son of Rachel. There are, like I said, there's other people in this movie, but they're not as important to the plot as these three main characters here. Um, this movie got a 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was released on August 21st of 2020. Of course, we know that was pandemic time, so I'm not really quite sure. Yeah, of the numbers. I know it was a $33 million budget. Let me see if I can
You
find
said when it
some.
got in March of 2020?
No, August 21st, 2020. Um, oh, it made $44.3 million. So it turned a little bit of a profit, which is good.
August of 2020.
Yeah, nobody was going out anywhere. So I don't know. Was this yeah, and it was the first wide theatrical release in several months due to that pandemic year. So wow,
So
that's
that's
cool.
why then.
Okay.
But I think outside of the pandemic, I think that um for what it's worth, that
Mm-hmm.
this movie,
I think it would have did good.
yeah, I think I don't know. I think that overall, like I think that if it wasn't for the pandemic, I don't think that it probably would have received as much as it received. But
Yeah.
it wasn't a bad movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah,
It was just generic.
yeah, and we'll talk. Matter of fact, let's get into talking
Yeah,
about
we're
some of
talking
that.
about it now.
Let's get deeper. Let's
Yeah,
dive
talking
deep.
about it.
Let's dive deep into this. So yeah, so like we said, this movie starts off. Rachel, that's the mom. She's like stressed out. She can't get her son to shit on
She's
time.
actually going through a divorce, so she's actually trying to cope with becoming a new single parent. So she's going through it, trying to balance herself and her son's life.
Now I sound like the bad guy. I just
Yeah.
described her, right? But so she's working on just trying to, like she said, be a single parent and everything, work on that. And so while she's taking her son to school one morning, she decides to take a different route because there's a lot of traffic and the whole time the son's back there like, Mom, I'm gonna be late. She's like, No,
Bitching
no,
the
no,
whole
I got
time.
this, I got this. So she ends up behind somebody and they're not moving when the light's green. So
Now, how
she
many
sits
of
there for a
us we'll be
while.
like, yo, gotta get somewhere. This motherfucker just sitting here.
Right.
Like I'm not even beeping the horn. I'm just trying to see if he gonna go.
Which is what she was doing pretty much. Like, yo, go. Like, what's going on? So she beats the horn, and she does it aggressively, as many drivers do. You know, beat
Cause
the
at
horn.
cause
Like, what are
at
you
this
doing?
point,
Come on. Like, you're wasting time. The light's green. Is about to turn red again. Come on. Like, well, what are you doing? So when she does that, and she goes around, beats the horn at him again, and then he pops up in the same traffic lane as her, and that's where shit
uh-huh.
gets real. And this is where I say the son was the dumbest character in the movie because when Russell Crowe's character pulls up in the car next to I forgot this girl named Rachel. What he does, he beeps and he signals for the window to get rolled down. Mom's obviously doing the right thing, keeping her eyes straight. No, I'm not gonna worry about him, keeping him in my peripheral, but not gonna worry about it. His dumbass son.
And now he's not no little kid.
He's not. He's like a teenager.
He's not.
He's a teenager.
He's damn near a teenager.
He's a
Damn
young
near
teen.
a
He's
teenager.
13 at the oldest. I would say 13.
I don't. Did they ever say the age? I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think they say his
But
age.
regardless, like I said, he's not 10. He's not.
He old
11.
enough to spell divorce.
He's at least 11. He's at least 11 to 13.
Right. So he signals to roll down. Well, this dumb bastard rolls the window down, and that's where everything starts. So this movie would never have happened if the little boy didn't roll down the window.
Yeah.
Honestly and truthfully, like, yeah, Russell Crowe would have went a little crazy.
And then the damn window got stuck, like, bruh.
Yeah, this movie. So you know how horror movies, like, the cliche is like, oh, I dropped the keys on the ground, oh, I can't find them, or oh, the door is actually locked and it was unlocked 5 seconds ago. No, this one is, damn, the window's broke. And it was just working. So it's like, what? So that's when he's like, well, hey, I just want an apology for that. You're supposed to do a courtesy tap, and you went all wild on the horn, so just apologize. She's like,
you wild out on that horn, bro. You wild out,
right? And so she's like,
I'm not. He basically saying in so many words, everybody don't have a good day. So, like, I think I think when during that time he recognized that he was in the wrong. I think that he did, but he doesn't like the way she went about, trying to. But
right.
then too.
Yeah, so he ends up disgruntled about it, wants her to give a certain apology, she doesn't give. And so now it's just like he's chasing her, stalking her, steals her phone, all types of crazy stuff that when it happens, it's like, oh, this bitch is dumb. But again,
she still don't get any credit.
No, I give her the benefit of the doubt at the gas station. I personally do not leave my phone or my personal items in the car.
Basic victim at a gas station. That's what she did.
She did because, like, I don't know.
That's how she played the whole
people
movie.
Who are used to pumping gas on their own, they would leave their stuff in the car. Some people, not all people. I know a few people who would leave like a phone or like a set of keys or a wallet or something in the car while they run into the gas station like for like 2 seconds because they're so used to it, right? I do. I'm not gonna say I don't. I do. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. I definitely wouldn't leave my phone because, like, if something like
you do.
No, I said I know people who do that. I don't do that. I wouldn't leave my phone because if somebody drive off my car, who I'm gonna call? I'm gonna use my phone. I'm gonna call 911. Like, I'm gonna call somebody to come pick me up too. So when she does that, the phone ends up getting taken, and like he leaves a burner phone in the car. And so he's like contacting her off this like flip phone and like, yeah, go here, do this. I'm gonna kill this guy. And like this guy really goes hard with like showing up to her relatives' houses, getting her brother to kill somebody, and then like getting him almost killed. It was insane. Like this dude was really going crazy.
She learned a lesson. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, everyone has a bad day. And at a certain point, I think you said she was getting off on it. Because she
at this point she just thought she was in a whole Lifetime, the last 5 minutes of a Lifetime movie.
Because like there were times, admittedly, where she could have just got away with it. Like she could have ditched the phone or whatever and called the cops or set him up to get somewhere and the cops be there. Or with it's a part with a tablet in here. And all they had to do was throw the shit out the window. That's it. They don't do it. They could have set him up several times in the movie.
But see, the reason that it also went the way that it did was because they found out about his criminal history.
Mm-hmm.
because this motherfucker just burned down the house the night before.
Right, and which they do show.
So he just killed, he just murdered and burned down.
It was like two old people too. That's what's fucked up about it.
No, see, there was a story behind it.
Oh,
I think that it was like his ex-wife or something.
Oh,
yeah. Like,
oh yeah.
I really didn't grasp. Yeah, and I think that's what it was because I really didn't grasp it, and I only watched this one time, so I don't really. But I think that it was like they were going through like a divorce or something to that extent or nature. The person was of some type of relation to him.
Oh, okay. So that's why there are certain ties that are made between his situation and Rachel's situation that now hearing
like
that again is like, oh, okay.
It's like a trigger, especially when he found out she was going through a divorce. Like it was like a triggering situation for him.
Yeah.
So throughout this, he also finds out more about her and basically the type of person that she is. And it's just so funny in these movies that they think they can't get touched. So he's like, "Oh, I got shot." I'm like, "Bitch, you got shot." Like, that's what you worried about.
But he was still going. He picked up a whole other car, everything like. Yeah.
Yo,
you see what happens?
This man picked up. Yo, he was like worse than Batman.
Oh man, and it's a part where they cause like this big old accident on the highway. Man, that was on some Final Destination shit. Like y'all, that's the one part of this movie I was like, oh shoot, like it really caught me off guard. Yeah. So I mean, overall, like Sam said, it is a good movie. It's a nice watch. This is one of those movies, which is weird because I haven't seen a movie quite like this in some time where like he yelling like, "You so stupid! Why are you doing that?"
Yeah, where you can be a little unhinged watching this as well. So
that's a nice one.
I mean, it's the truth.
You should do that more often.
Like, what the fuck? This man is crazy. Now this dumb bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, if you want to yell at the TV and be like, "Yo, you want to get a good little experience," go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, this is definitely one. Some of the criticisms that came from that low percentage rate, like I said, had 48% on Rotten Tomatoes. One of them that I caught a glimpse of was that it didn't take advantage of its plot, full advantage of the plot, something along those lines. I don't write things, so I don't know how this could have been better. I don't have any ideas of how this could have been better. I just have ideas of how it could have been over quickly, and this guy could have been in jail like less than an hour, probably. That's the only thing I have on this. So I don't have any. What about you? You have any ways this could have been improved?
What that really pissed me off was the fact that she was dragging her fucking kid around with her. Like that kind of had me heated. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care how old he was. Like that kind of pissed me off. Because we already saw how incompetent he was. That's number one. So you had him by default with you the first time. So that's the pass. Then you go pick the motherfucker. You ain't try to drop him off nowhere else. You ain't try to see if he could stay somewhere. Now if he ain't had nobody else, okay, I get it. But damn, lady, damn. Then you don't train this little motherfucker. So he in basic bitch mode.
That just reminded me.
Yeah, so
it's a part in this here film where the boy is supposed to be hiding, and so y'all know how like when the bad guy comes in and pretend to be someone good, like, "Hi, I'm your local policeman, just here to like check on you."
The Joker acting like he's Batman,
right? So this little boy is in his little hiding space, and he's like, "Oh, should I go? Oh, maybe not. It could be a trap. Oh, but maybe it is." I'm like, "You dumb boy, you know there ain't no cops." So that part got me. And then when she hit the car that he was in, and the car flips over, all types of shit, like 2 steps away from exploding. She goes to walk around to the other.
I wasn't that deep, but yeah.
She go to walk around the other side of the car.
Ain't no way.
He coming from the other side of the street, coming to grab her up. I was like,
first of all,
how his big ass.
His big
He's big too.
How the fuck did he flip out that shit?
Out of it while it flipped. And like, mind you, when she hit the car and got out of the car, that's all in the span of like you see it all happen. It's like 30 seconds probably. This man is out. No. I believe it when it was Nick Fury and Captain America. I would not believe it when it's fat ass Russell Crowe and this little ass minivan. No, No. So that's
I
a
ain't gonna lie though, the cars that he got, like I got to go back and see what kind of cars he was
yeah, because
driving.
he was
Cause
speeding them
yo,
things,
them cars was getting it. Yo, first of all, he was hitting everything.
and not a
I
cop
need
in
I
sight.
need the exact make, year, and model, please. Thank you.
Look, his car didn't even get a scratch on it.
That's what I'm saying. He basically hit a brick fucking wall and the
He
fucking
did.
wall broke. I was like,
Everything around it bust
well,
up.
damn.
You see the car right? That shit look brand
Like
new.
you see everything just splash out like,
The dang
and then the
car
car
look,
is like, I'm like what?
that
How
car
that
looks so
happen?
new. I was like,
How that happen?
and then on top of that, that minivan was not catching up to that car she had. When y'all
Bro,
see the car she
I
had,
don't
you'll
even,
see him driving
yo.
that
First, that's
soccer
what I'm
mom
saying.
minivan. Like,
That's what I'm saying. He definitely had the mom van. He definitely did. He
awesome.
was definitely trying to go pick the kids after soccer practice. This is all I got to say.
He probably tossed some kids out the
That's all I got
car
to say.
because you see a car seat in the back. It's like a little
It
teddy
was,
bear.
and I thought honestly it was somebody in there. I'm like,
He
yo,
tossed his kids.
yeah, pretty much.
Yo, this man was wild.
That man is brutal,
This
yo.
man was wild.
I ain't gonna lie, that man was brutal.
This man, he
Yo,
was
that
insane.
yo, like this movie. Honestly, I think that if it had its fair, it should have really had a fair chance. But I don't think if it ever really would have gotten a fair chance, just because of the type of movie that it is.
Right.
But it was a good movie, and yeah, Russell Crowe, he did that shit like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a very. I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's available now on Amazon Prime. If you have your Prime Video account. Oh, also, I found out a very interesting piece of information today. This is off topic, but if you have T-Mobile phone service, if I heard correctly, you have access to Paramount Plus. If you have T-Mobile phone service, you can get Paramount Plus. It's like included in your deal or something like that. So T-Mobile users, check that out. You're welcome. Back to this movie though. Do you have anything? I mean, well, our dislikes, I'm pretty sure, are just based on the characters.
Yeah, I'm sure we've
Yeah.
expressed our dislikes throughout this.
And everything we said, everything we talked about, went over are things that we absolutely love about this movie. So
yeah, but like I said, I think that overall, out of 5, I would probably give this movie fairly. Fairly, I give it a 4 too. Like fairly, I think I would give it that. Like just for overall what it was, and just based off of my initial viewing. And this is really for the main character because, like I said, the female was pissing me off. But just for that act, and then that's what I'm saying. Just for her to be able to piss me off, so
right.
yeah.
You know, anytime a main character in a movie like that kind of
I'm
gets
like,
under your
this
skin,
man.
you know you're watching something good.
I
It's
almost
like,
felt
why
like
are you so stupid?
I felt like Bruno.
This bitch.
Yeah.
Let him roll down the windows.
Yeah. So what you rated?
I'm gonna give it a 3.8. I mean, like I said, it was an enjoyable movie. Thinking about how if it would have got its fair chance, I don't think it would have soared as high as it did. I think the rating on Rotten Tomatoes is a little harsh to me. I would have given it 50% at the most. But like I said, it is good, fun to watch. Nothing too complicated, nothing too stupid. But you will get your.
Like I said, it's violence in it, so you might
Yeah,
not
very
watch
violent.
it with the kids. If you're not allowing them to watch anything violent.
Yeah, so it is R-rated, 93 minutes.
I said this man is crazy and he is fucking violent as hell.
Oh, and that's real quick. That's another thing I like too. This movie does not spend all day getting to the fact that she has to get in the car and get chased by this guy. It kind of happens pretty quick, which is probably why we missed a lot of that. Well, I missed a lot of the exposition.
Honestly, that was like the main thing because the movie it really was moving a little bit slow. I'm like, whoa. So yeah, maybe my review score might be a little bit high, but I'm gonna just stand on it.
Okay.
Just because of that, the main character, like he really brought that shit. Like
yeah. Well, so that's it. Make sure you guys are able to check out Unhinged. It's now streaming on Amazon Prime for you Prime members, which is probably everyone who's watching this, everyone in the world, right? Tune in next week for another review. BrickWall Anime will be back when?
I don't know.
Eventually.
No, because I can do Demon Slayer because of course I've watched it the new season, regardless of it still being the Mugen Train arc. So yeah, still stuff to talk about in there. So
Yeah.
just stay tuned.
Stay
And
tuned. Best way to do that is to
it'll be
subscribe.
announced. I don't know when.
Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And until then, you guys stay cool, stay breezy.